So today I opened YouTube and I saw Willie's video titled "This new PP rework is actually good."
Oh shit, here we go again.
You're probably asking, what's wrong with combo scaling removal? It's literally the best rework idea also ever had. No, it's by far not the best rework, and in its current state it's so flawed it made a Colabet quit. And I'll be honest, I'm tired of seeing so many ignorant people furiously defending this rework and labeling it as the upcoming golden era of OSU PP system. This is why I'm making this video, to hopefully open eyes of some people and help them see past the increased PP in their profile, cause they can't see anything. This is everything what's wrong with combo scaling removal. First of all, combo scaling removal encourages choke meta. This is by far the biggest problem I have with this rework. So far, all the farm maps worked the exact same way. Star rating and therefore PP values of the map were determined mostly from the hardest part of the map and to some extent from amount of those div spikes and certain patterns. Now, how this was abused is by mappers making the majority of the map way too easy. For example, we're talking like 3 or 4 star patterns on the 6 star maps. And then largely increasing the spacing on intense parts to make a div spike. Then the map's star rating would be calculated from those div spikes by the system, therefore basically giving you PP worth of a 6-star map from 4-star patterns. Because the players would usually be able to combo the easy parts and div spike would usually be at the end, it didn't matter as much if they missed on the div spike, as the amount of PP you get is largely determined by your combo. This created a situation with people having their top plays filled with A ranks and often with low accuracy cause they were playing the maps with div spikes way above their skill range. And there wasn't much point in replaying the maps for FCs because the PP difference was just not worth the effort. But this was back in Sotark's farm era in like 2018. Last PP rework largely buffed the long consistency maps that usually contain several div spikes, so this new meta kinda forced players to learn how to FC the maps. But with the PP system always being based on combo, a lot of people complained how they didn't get any PP at all if they shit missed in the middle of the map on some easy part. This is exactly what this new rework is allegedly trying to fix. Now the amount of PP you get from the map will be based only on your miss count. So it doesn't matter where you miss, if your miss count is low enough for the amount of PP the map gives, it will reward you as if you would have choked usually on the div spike at the end. Sounds good, right? But now, what's the point of combo at all? We got back to the statement I said when I was explaining the whole div spike choke meta of the past. Why should you spend additional several hundreds of attempts to get an FC on the map if your one missed choke is worth 95% of that PP amount? You would be better off finding another map to choke and get way more PP faster. But now, since the combo doesn't matter, you could retry spam the maps way above your skill range, and once you RNG into, let's say, a one miss on the map, you will get the major part of PP amount that map gives. This is why if you go to any profile, the most played maps would usually be farm maps. Why is this an issue? Because let's say if we have a 4-digit who only farms PP by abusing chokes and never FCs anything, how would they perform in, let's say, a tournament environment, where the score is still based mostly on combo? They would cry about how they get nervous on 5-star long maps and how they can't FC anything, despite them allegedly being able to play 7-star maps judging by their top plays. And now with combo scaling removal, this phenomenon comes back even stronger. I mean, everyone can play in whatever way they want, but does the majority really think that this is the way meta should be? Encouraging people to retry the same map over and over again and making FCs pretty much worthless?
An FC play will always be worth more than a non-FC play, and I'll show you some examples soon.
Okay, Willie, that is true if we take raw PP values, but let's take a closer look at some examples and do a bit of math.
Number 1, Erisin's Ice Angel 99.28% 3-slider break. Currently, it's only worth 589 PP, but in the combo scaling removal rework, it goes to 993 PP. Well, what is it for FC? It's actually 1,128 PP for FC. So of course, he would be incentivized to go for FC again if he really could.
First of all, Ice Angel is not a DT farm map, at least right now. Just to remind you, this is a CS5 252 BPM stream and finger control map with really awkward aim. So I highly doubt that 135 pp difference would motivate someone to grind for an FC on this map, especially considering the current difference of 539 pp. It's literally 4 times as big, and still I would not believe anyone who would claim that pp is the reason to grind for an FC on this map, and not getting the insane score itself. But not even considering that, let me explain why combos should matter. Max combo on Nice Angel is 3024. Max PP Erison could get with his accuracy is 1128. Erison got the max combo of 1082, or around 36% of the max combo. Currently, this score is worth 589 pp, or 53% of the maximum. New value of 993 pp is 88% of max pp. With the current system, to get this value, Erison would need to get 2600 combo, or FC 86% of the map, which to me seems pretty fair. Now I'll ask 2 questions. To people who think combo still matters in this rework, explain to me why should you get 88% of the total map PP from FCing 36% of the map? And for people who will say, well, Erison just shit missed 3 sliders, so he FC'd most of the map. Explain to me, in what way the PP system encourages him to go for an FC? Is it worth grinding Ice Angel DT for 12% of total map PP? I don't think so. Now here's the funniest part. Let's take Amrek's 3 mod score on Walk This Way. 12-star map, 11 misses, we all know that. Currently this score is worth 525 pp and gets buffed to 1323 pp in the new rework. But let's take the PP calculator for the current system and create the perfect choke conditions for the same score. He got 11 misses, that means we remove 11 combo from the maximum combo and set the same accuracy and miscount. Now would you look at that, 1263 pp, 60 pp less than in the new rework. So this means that on some maps with combo scaling removal you can forget about the combo and somehow get more PP from a choke than you can possibly get right now from the same choke and max combo for it. This is not the only example, let's take my score on Brazil, same thing. I have no idea how this rework even got approved, but hopefully now you realize how broken it is. Another arguably less relevant issue is the total PP inflation. Just for comparison, from 2014 to 2019, in 5 years PP record went up by 465 pp. Then, in another 5 years, it went up by 700 pp. This is what I call the wooding effect, cause now everyone in their entire family can stream 300 bpm with rapid trigger. But going back to combo scaling removal, out of the new top 50, only 8 players lose PP, so probably around 85% of the whole player base gets more PP from this rework. I honestly don't get the obsession with large PP numbers. In my opinion, PP records lost their value, and I legit don't even care about 2k PP chokes nowadays. So, is this rework completely flawed? Not really, but it's far from being viable. I can understand the idea behind this rework, but it needs to be way more than just we removed combo scaling because we don't like it. Ironically, I think the people who support the combo scaling removal are the same people who think jumps are not farmable today and that the node lock should be removed. It's not necessarily bad to go for a change, but if you just vote for something you don't like to be removed, it's just a really shallow way of looking at core game mechanics. I mean, some people still don't understand what node lock is. Hopefully this video helped you to see another perspective on this rework, and I'm looking forward to the war in the comment section. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. See ya!